Winter on the Baltic Sea, just off the coast of Lithuania, on some of the most heavily mined waters in the world, threat is lingering on the waves and in people's minds. Out here, especially in a boat as small as this, you do feel vulnerable, and not just in ways that you can see. Mother Nature can, of course, turn against you at any moment, especially in waters as shallow as the Baltic. But the other thing that people here are talking to us about is the risk that is out of sight and who might be watching from the horizon. Paulius Jurkis has fished these waters since he was a kid, his father long before that. His family history is deeply entwined with difficult memories of Russia. Working less than 50 kilometers away from the Russian enclave of Kaliningrad, he says war in Ukraine has led to rising tensions in the Baltic Sea.
NATO is organizing a lot of military exercises nowadays in the Baltic Sea, I guess in all of the region. So yeah, sometimes you can see like 50 naval ships and so on. I think it's more like not preparing for a war, but it's just a precaution, just to make your opponent to see that we're capable of something also if you want. Yeah.
Oh, you think they're doing it deliberately near Kaliningrad?
Yeah, sometimes I guess so. It's part of the game.
Up and down the coastline here, Lithuania's navy is visible, minesweepers among them. Yet despite the defensive posture, security issues loiter out of sight. Ricardas Romanauskas captains a sailing boat owned by Klaipeda University. He talks from decades of experience at sea, of the storms and, increasingly, the dangers emerging from Russian waters.
GPS interference spread across the sea for weeks. Even Russian ships were asking each other where they were. No one knew their real position. It was dangerous.
Officially, Moscow says its Baltic Sea activity is routine, about security, not aggression. It is a fine line. Many of those living on this coast talk of the legacy of both the Soviet Union and the Nazi occupation before it. Bunkers collapsed on beaches here, a reminder that conflict has reached this coast before and that threats can and do change shape. Robertus Babakovas remembers.
When I was a child, Soviet soldiers were here. From 9 until 6 in the morning, no one could come to the sea.
He walked through the sand with us like someone retracing his footprints and talked about Moscow's mentality with equal familiarity.
Could Russia attack? 50-50. It was the same 4 years ago. It's the same now. I'm not afraid. I'm mentally prepared.
Kaliningrad has always existed for those that live on Lithuania's coast. Though there seems to be no prospect of imminent invasion, the possibility of war is already in the minds of people living in Klaipeda. The threat may not be loud, it may not always even be visible, but for many here, it exists and it is real. Joel Flynn, TRT World, on the Baltic coast of Lithuania.